Hundreds of our state's brightest young minds are showing off their talents at Quinnipiac University next week. It's all for an annual statewide competition. And for more details on that, let's get right down to Studio 61 and Matt Scott.
It does not take a lot, Tim, for you and I to be the dumber ones on the couch. This one, we are absolutely going to prove that. We are talking about the 76, you like that, Andy, right? 76 Connecticut Science and Engineering Fair. That's where students in grades 7 through 12 will display their STEM projects for judging. I want you to say hi to Andy Bramante, who is my comic foil on the advisory council for the Connecticut Science and Engineering Fair in high school, and senior Naomi Park, who last year an engineering finalist from the competition. And we'll get to her in just a second. Nice to see you both. Talk to me, Andy. This we know STEM is important, but it gets bigger and bigger every year, doesn't it?
It does, yes. I mean, the projects that these students are undertaking, the materials, the complexities of what they're challenged with are certainly growing, and they are certainly rising to the occasion.
76 years strong, bigger and better every year. Naomi, talk about you did well last year, right? Your project was what?
Yeah, so essentially, to keep it brief, my project is really focused on three major problems. One is CO2, and when we think about CO2, we think of its effects in the atmosphere. However, I was focusing on its effects in the oceans. And secondly is oil spills. But I was focusing on the soluble oil that leaches out after an oil spill. And lastly is styrofoam waste. So to sum up everything that I did, I essentially made this thing called a multifunctional remediation framework to remove both CO2, aqueous CO2, and soluble oil from our oceans. But the thing that I made it out of was out of styrofoam waste. So it's essentially eliminated.
Don't be hypocritical, still make it out of the waste that you're trying to clean up, right? Yeah. May I ask, you're a young lady just getting started with your career. What was it in your short life that you went, yes, this is something I'm interested in and what I want to focus on?
Yeah, so I was always really interested in innovations in science and engineering since I was little. And so I've been a part of Mr. B's science research class at Greenwich High School for 4 years now. And going into high school, that's just definitely an elective that I knew that I wanted to take. I've also always really been interested in environmental sciences. And when Mr. B says, think about a project or, like, what do you do? It's really just look online and see what interests you. And so these forms of pollution and environmental degradation were particularly interesting to me, especially because I live right on like Long Island Sound in Greenwich. And yeah.
Fantastic. 20% of the middle and high school projects entered in the competition will be judged by professionals, industry professionals. You just heard what she did last year, and I know you're familiar with it, but you're not her parent, but you're still beaming.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's part of the joy that comes with this this job, and what we do at the fair is we get to connect these students that have a really strong interest in technology and science with professionals that that share the same interests and the same talents, and the amount of learning. To me, it's less about, and I've always preached this to the kids, it's less about joining a fair and winning. It's more about joining a fair and experiencing and really getting this interaction.
I got to tell you, the inspiration that the adults must be getting from these students is tremendous. If you want to see Naomi and folks like Naomi who have these amazing things that are definitely going to impact the world for the better, there's the information on your screen. It's at QU, Wednesday, March 13th. That's a week from this Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's judging day, and that's when all the judges, like a science fair, they walk around, they check out these things. And before we go, and I mean, I'm amazed every time I see projects like this. Naomi, you're a senior. You're getting ready to declare which college you're going into. You were telling me during the break you haven't decided yet, but you've already been given one option. Go ahead, share what it is.
Yeah, so I got early into MIT. So,
yeah, so you could smile. You've earned every bit of that. I can't spell MIT. Naomi, continued success. Andy, have fun on Wednesday and be
Thank you so much.
Because what they're doing, what these young folks are doing is nothing short of amazing. Here's another one who can't spell MIT, Rachel Piscata. Oh, Tim and Rachel. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mint? What's it?
What is that?
It's a junior college, Rachel.
there
Don't
you
worry about it.
Oh, got it. All right. I'll stick to Quinnipiac, my alma mater.